On social media, me who say nkrofo bebre na ebo Haruna Iddrisu ichi. Na nini na enam nsemo a wakwa akoka ewo parliament. Efa yes a flood in sensemi eho. Otie de okan or say if you didn't resolve flooding in 8 years, why expect us to do it in 2? Not just say how I do so in some our country NPP for say and there mo ye de mo ka say sebe flood ya mo pesa mo de mahama coin nanka mo ntumi anye in 8 years mo ntumi answer ya de ntia na mo pesa mahama solve in just 2 years. Na me kind story no me we are mehwe agentra nkrofo deba we are na me so me the media aka ho and the first time wa ha me share subscribe na click the notification bell on so oya ne sa latest news bi aba on sa ebeka. This video is kindly sponsored by Nature Hills. Mama wati ase say oye bema na we di 30 and above me share ade wo say oma ehu hia oba kopan se umoja ebedie fusane enkrofo bebre a sebe ende omo bema ntumi embo djuma yie no se moja ndie fusane yie ewo mumu as simple as that. Now Nature Hills ebema herbal products, original herbal products ba kon beetroot beetroot no ebema moja ne edie fusane beetroot supplements. And then the second one herbal product dey friend maca roots obetumi a search online. Now we benefit of these products no is far better than Viagra nesanyama we a natural into no side effects. Fresh 059-800-3891 na ompe sa herbal product emma na also what you say jewa hon back obi biara was sanso ATM no miguswa kai wo say book na that screen is on your friend the Ghanaian investor obese hu se ni obe invest e Ghana fa number no na frɛ book no ni PDF ya available fra mema ni PDF ana ni twi video link bi wo comment box ni munso betumi a click na address wape book ni bi ato open hard copy na obekɔ Amazon na wa search for the Ghanaian investor auto a ye be shape e dia bro. Now I say if you didn't resolve flooding in 8 years, why expect us to do it in 2? Haruna Iddrisu fires back at NPP. I say education minister and Tamale South MP Haruna Iddrisu has hit back at the NPP minority in parliament over its attack on the government's handling of the flooding crisis. He challenged the caucus to explain why it expects the current administration to fix in 2 years what it could not resolve in 8. Speaking on the floor of parliament on Wednesday, July 1st, 2026, Iddrisu acknowledged the devastation brought by the latest floods while turning the tables on the opposition, which had been critical of the NDC government's response to the disaster. Yesterday, the country witnessed a tragedy of floods. What the Ghanaian people expect this government to do in November and December is to ensure that in the allocation of budgetary resources, we make adequate provisions to deal with these floods, he said. Directing his remarks pointedly at the NPP caucus, he added, if you didn't resolve it in 4 to 8 years, why do you expect it to be resolved in 2 years? But let's not politicize it. The minister urged members of parliament to rise above partisan politics and treat flooding as national crisis that demands collective responsibility and sustained long-term investment. Iddrisu specifically called on Parliament to exercise its legislative oversight role to ensure adequate budgetary allocations to the Ministry of Works, Housing and Water Resources, warning that failure to do so would amount to the dereliction of duty to the Ghanaian people. When in November and December, Parliament passes the budget and you don't make adequate provision for the Minister of Works, Housing and Water Resources, then it means this Parliament is failing, he noted. Flooding has remained a persistent challenge across Ghana, particularly in urban centers such as Accra, where poor drainage infrastructure rapid urbanization and chronic underfunding have continued to worsen the problem. And so it goes on and on. You see, this is what I'm going to see here. NPP for omoye bonsanfo. NPP for your bonsanfo intino say omosha say omu raise issue bi won na wenhu anokasa ebema wokra no wakwa kowie ebema asem a woka na ebekwa akwa kowie bone. I understand what Haruna Iddrisu is trying to say, and he's right in what he's saying. But then again, send your kind. Anyone who wants to see what Haruna Iddrisu is saying as, listen, you're too Obama, you can't at this point play the blame game. That person is also right, and it is all because in Parliament, the NPP, and you see, this is the funny thing about the NPP is that Baumia echo rounds no. And someone can say, "Oh, let us not politicize it. Let us not," but NPP communicators, any NPP for more radio so TV so, any NPP or more parliament no. Omo the suboni ni na abo mahama. Into also ye minister, we MP. Now when who say NPP for in parliament is going on record. Omo the suboni she mahama so no hunti. And a fly the abeya. You know, you also be forced to say what Haruna Iddrisu is saying. You also be forced to say, listen, mo amo beti na ha mo blame yen 8 years, mo solve a problem na kende yen ye way. Because NPP for person mo lay problem no edeto His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so. What I'm saying is simple. The mesre NDC for NSA. San sembisi no NDC mpini for san sembisi no mu de munyai ma yen. Munyai ma yen. Ye content ye bo MPP chi ne munya mayen sanse bi say no ye na munya ma mo de o MPP 4 kan eno ane se mo ma assurance no problem ya to aba ma mo se mo be solve problems no na problems to muguso air solve. In fact, demolition air koso we air koso mahama ma order any say inti problem ne de muguso a solve enye easy de but ye be solve. Say NDC mpanyifo ni bi tie me na mo be tie me a. This is not the time for you to be telling the NPP say 8 years ni and I'm one solve no per se yen di 2 years na solve na no. If you say that, oh say wasem, it might be coming from the best part. You might be meaning well, you know, but oh yes, na what to NPP for trap mo. NPP for dia wo mo ye ni na no, omo nim de omo you. If there's one thing about the NPP, omunim say ye jandam, and you can't deny that. So one way you be tomo trap mu. So that is my advice. Se mpanyinfo ni betie mi a. Mo te say nkrofo we e kasa nsem we no mo yes and don't mind them. It shouldn't even be mudie asemu amonka ne say yes Ghana for ato abama mo. You solve the problem. You are solving it. You solve it. Inshallah, you be solve it. And no. Ye mona yebeba ni yaba be tre evidence ni atre se NPP sika wa mo spend ni ye ni omo ntumi ansolve de aha ye mo ne yebeba ba be yesa ade no nti se mpanyifo no mu betie me de a ebeboa ati ase. Now ye read the comment ni hwe de engrofo kan obi say keep quiet and fix the problem. That is the reason why I voted for you and not them. Always shifting blame. You see what I was saying? So say Iddrisu is wiser than any member of the NPP. Obi say, you believe this is a wise statement coming from a government official in the midst of national catastrophe? People are scared and mourning the loss of their loved ones and properties. It is normal for the opposition parties to put pressure on the ruling government. NDC did the same during opposition. However, it is irresponsible for the government to add insults to injury and shift blame on previous governments. Instead of speaking words of wisdom and comfort to the nation, the people rejected NPP and voted for you. En masse for a reason. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. And there is one thing I need every single NDC communicator to understand. This is not the time for you to be comparing the NPP. This is not the time. NPP no omuko season ni. This is the time omo ebema Ghana for atiase say NDC anya hwe. na NDC nyehwe na NDC fault. Yes, NPP no more, they are playing by the game. The game is the game. For the NDC, this is not the time for you to say mo NPP time and ye na mo ye dabi. This is not the time. Do you know why? You see, politicians if you add psychology to politics na mo ye na, if you add human psychology to the politics you are doing, you get far. Politician bia wutie me bia no. If you are able to add psychology to politics and human psychology, you get far. What do I mean? Onipe bia won se bone to na na ye ne fault kra na ope obi fufure blame. Ti de meka no. Onipe bia se bone to no na ye ne fault a ope obi fufuro ayeden e blame. Na ke yesi ye hwem ni ye hwem a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama sa insio ya eyiri. Na ka so no de enya ne fault. Because yesi ye call the grounds ni ehu di enti a insio eyiri a ye Ghana fo angasa. Ye greed. Ahemfo. On say se wo bi abo ahemfo din. But ahemfo asase ye insio mu asase na yakwa kofele ni yaton ama nkrofo. Asase ye waterway a any kwanse ye ton ma nkrofo yakwa koton ama nkrofo. But unse yembo ahemfo bi edin. The local governments unse yembo wo mudin. Because why would the local government allow certain projects to go on? Because every single area in this country is under a particular local government. And the local government, they have task force awomunam. Obi yese wo sit down wo baby. Local government we baba produce permit. Mimi area metena sa. O yese wo ye bibi. E wo nimimpo. Let me tell you a story. So, let me tell you my personal story. Inti, mama mwati asye, me fie e flade. Now, the reason why I'm a fie flade is not because my area floods that be me area ne de perfect and flade. The enti I'm a fie flade and say, enye me fie keke, some houses on my lane in so flade. The enti a flade and say, ye ba first and ye see me fie. Ye rezi fie no. Inti na fie no e soro esen abonten. Ekwan no fie no soro sen ekwan inti nsuo to a ni na akwa abonten. Occasionally nsuo to a abonten no ekwan ne so e ba besei. Inti ubon so obi be sorry se o ni fie ni ma sei inti no. Wakwa ko fat trip latrite 2 trips no de aba be fele so. Obe fele so na nsuo to a efri onu ni fie nim na ba bedu obi fufuro nso fie nim obo nsese ni pakro ni fie nim no eno nso aye chaka aya ateche no nso aba be fele inti saa ne yaye wo area nimu ama afi ende yen ye kwan ne so no ama kwan na ba be ye tintin esen ye ni na ye fie compound no inti nsuo na nanketo wo ye fie a ebepie no ende ntumi mpie because kwan na wa abonte no wasen ye fie compound. That's the main reason why ye area e flooding no me fie na flood and that is the main reason, and it is not government's fault. Enya buying fault. So what did I decide to do? Me betina se na me dwen na me hu say flood dey, I need to solve it a certain way. How do I solve it? Min create manhole. Min manhole. Ewo me wo garden bi wo me fie nim. Inti no garden no men condemn no eye 2 inti men condemn baako na menye bibi ti se sokaway menfa corvette enye bibi ti se sokaway na memma nsuo no nye den enkonkogum egum wia na ma pompe inti ma ye corvette wa bonten nsuo to a na akwa kogum ena me de pompa ye den esi so. Now, my mistake am me fie flooding is a pump na me use no me use the right one. Anka say me use the immersed pump. Me nim pump ni mu inti me plumber ne so no one tre me ye. Ti me ko fa pump other pump bia e pump nsuo ni slow. Inti se nsuo to na me fie e flood there. I have a way to pump it out. But sa me pump na me use no e slow inti no. Owe to me a pump 24 hours na still nsuo ne nko bebia 24 hours pump no besi so na still nsuo ne nko bebia. Ati ase 24 hours na esi so na still nsuo ne nko bebia. Inti se nsuo ne to normal dia me fie enflade. Because pump no any issue na to no ba issue ne to de den dia e san say ahonde no so sin pump ni issue na epie ni ntino efie ne be flade so that into time na issue ne to de den no and into na ma me fie flade ye what you say it me solution ne de e wo ho now what I'm saying is that emra me condemn me garden e wo me fie nim me garden wo me fie nim o a me de ye soka way na corvette na me de pump AC so no assembly no me wo dem ana me wo fa se frɛ me sɛ nkrofo bi aba be sizi me mesi na wo ye adwuma no ne nyama me nkopia assembly no eno mo de omo ka eno mo aba be sizi nyama no di ntia na me ye saa de we wa abonten ha na me sɛ eye me garden me amasase so ena me garden ena this is the problem inti me church assembly mu atro mo inti at the end me church mu tro mu ni na wie ye no eno mo ka chem say oh chale ena me solution ne de nyansa wo mpan okay because they've seen houses bia there is a house in my area it has been abandoned ni bakro no on tifie hobium because in to a ono so to say your problem na kwan na ba be ye omo afele kwan na ma kwan na ba be ye tintin ni fie and say fie ne ye the new homes the old homes omo ba omo be see omo dan e wo ye area nim de dadada no omo no omo go through that thing because obi a waba and then dey say we hu assassin level into ono obepija ba ya ye ba de dadada no na enye level we inti ye ni na ye fie no e wo form na assassin akosoro inti efie bi wo mi area nim de omo abandon kra because in shunya tope ekoni na flade so some people have abandoned their homes because of that problem inti me solution me find ye inti assembly ne ba ye no and assembly no ka say listen o garden now say the no according to the assembly no omo mpene ma de na me ye wa bonten me garden no me garden me fie nim garden omo se omo mpene ma me nye sa de no na me ni permit then me I don't know whether the omo cannot was right or not but omo say me ni permit then but me church nsem ni mu tre wo mo say oh no omo feel say ye sebe toilet manhole na me am say no me de omo ba be tre omo me toilet manhole no na me tre omo bibia hu say this is the outlet ye rain water now the problem is that in Shoto me fie no because assassin wo form esin abontinity e flade insurance to me mpie inti ma sheda na ma yesa manhole we for the rain water inti eyema pe me the pump so me tre wo mo pump ni bibia and you see during that time ni so no na 6 months this year 6 months no mum bie yensuo inti me sanso the filter abobobobo we ne ho ma connect to the manhole insio to na kokogum na manhole ne yema sansuo na mitumi di si nyama sansuo na rain water no fa filter ni mu na ma filter bibia na mitumi di si nyama na me sanso the water me flowers you know inti in a way our solution na me ye no it even helped it was I sat down and thought about it and it helped inti me church bibia ni so tro mo hu ya no mo abeti ase no mo hu say oh we smart so mo ka say smart no mo ka say oh ese we de na kaminim kranka me ye ne kese o meti ase na asem mo ka no oh we de ese na kaminim kranka me ye ne kese ada inti na manya ne kese send the man because ye me ye no it was about I don't know about 12 feet say corvette ba ko bia 4 feet into 3 into 12 feet but omo tell me say that be in Shoto de den a ni nan to me nkum 12 feet na me feel say so na so santi minimum na ke o say me ye ne kese since because omo beti ase no mu hu say that be nyansa wom but no kra no echire no they were demanding for money. They were telling me, say, listen, oh dear, yatewa se dear, oh ye dear, ye dear na ke pese, ye babe stop ya dear no, but ya be ya, what treat you you who say boni bi enim no dear pe bibi mai. They were demanding money. Se me pesi ke bi momo. So what I'm trying to say is that, mempua, na me yes a dear no, me garden e wo me fie ni mu ama condemn ya me de yes a dear no, mempu no. Omu huye eba be yes omu be stop me. So the local assembly so what they pick us esi from So, oh yeah, you don't know. Me who sa microphone wo me area da. Me who so ma be area da. But that day na me yes ade no wo me fie nim no. They came to stop it. Omo be seize me mesi ni nyama. Omo de to kan nim so omo de kɔ. E no ma be frame wo inside na me nyom kokɔ kasa ansa no mo be release. So I'm letting people understand. If they really want to solve this problem, we can. You know, we can. The local assembly. Into human psychology, assembly, but back to, sorry, sir, my digressing, but back to what I was saying. People are not blaming the local assembly. And then the major problem, yensu yesuba obi asheda kwa block gata. Hwe, me say tema community 1 market ebubuye. Emam yese maami bi a oton ade owuye. Ensuo na eto no. Market na mbubu anke yenhu ne say shops na wo mu asia na anke yenhu ne say ye shops e wo market no. Say shops no eye gata wo. Eni wo bi asheda e de concrete aba be cover gata ne so. Eni we see shops e wo sa gata ne so. Inti market ni bu ensure ne to ya shop no ebugu mu no. Eni ehun say say aha say ye gata. Eni obi aba be block na wo see ne shops na dey rent. Yen yesuban obi e shop e wo gata no onim say ensure ne ba ebe gina ne shop ni me be bon nti no or the concrete any blocks are blocking gata nim. But you see people are not talking about it. A president ni ye blame because human psychology. And they say problem ba ni nipa kona any fault krana, the person will not blame themselves. My third book ana metro about 1 year ni ma abandon a metro book no. I was writing it in there. Say responsibility, because every single human is biased to themselves. It is very hard to say bibi besi no obi aka say we dey ye me fault that be obi a ye biased to ono ane ho. To ono no ne dey onye at fault. Unless the person is self-aware, and so we who say, dear with the men me ye. Inti bibi ebesi biano, people, human psychology, people are looking to blame someone. So it is normal that you expect Ghanaians to be blaming the NDC. It is normal that NPP will play according to the game because they are in opposition. What are they expected to do? NDC said, this is not the time for you to be telling us. Any NPP say, this is not that time. And yet 8 years going to me and fan survey, the Indiana 2 years won't say the survey. It will make you look insensitive. What you are saying is right, but it will make you look very insensitive. This is the time to assure people, say, Moto Abama and say, yan solve a problem. No, ye guso, ye be solve it. Let them blame. Let them apportion blame. That is what they are supposed to do. It is nature. That's what I'm going to say.